Hello, everyone. I'm Sonia Jenkins, and welcome to another episode of The Leadership Shift. Today, I want to talk about something I think a lot of people are feeling right now: constant pressure to do more with less, when more becomes the normal. Have you ever looked at your workload and thought, how am I supposed to keep doing all of this? Maybe you're short-staffed. Your organization is growing. Or maybe you're simply trying to keep up with work that seems to multiply faster than you can complete it. And somehow, you're still expected to be productive. Stay positive. Be flexible. Embrace change. But at some point, I think we have to ask, how much more can we keep asking people to give? And before we go any further, if you're navigating the realities of work and leadership and looking for practical ways to lead and grow, I invite you to join our growing community and subscribe to the Leadership Shift. Now, let's talk about what happens when more becomes the normal. Think about a typical workday. You walk through the door or log in, and there are already emails waiting. Someone called out. Your calendar is full. Something that wasn't urgent yesterday is suddenly urgent today. And then you hear, we have one more thing we need you to do. One more initiative, one more report, one more meeting, one more priority. Individually, every request may seem reasonable. The problem is the cumulative weight of all those reasonable requests, because every new responsibility has to go somewhere. It takes time, attention, energy, and those things are finite. Managers are feeling it too. They are often caught in the middle. Leadership says we need this to be a priority. So you take that message back to your team. But your team already has 5 priorities. You're trying to meet performance goals, fill open positions, support employees, solve problems, attend meetings, and somehow complete your own work. So sometimes the manager who appears to be pushing employees is being pushed too. Pressure moves through organizations. And when we're not careful, we simply pass it from one level to the next. And there's evidence behind what many people are feeling. Deloitte found that workers estimate about 41% of their workday is spent on activities that don't directly contribute to the value their organization is trying to create. Microsoft has described what it calls the infinite workday, with employees constantly navigating emails, messages, meetings, and interruptions. Think about the contradiction. We're asking people to focus while continuously interrupting them. We're asking them to innovate while overloading their attention. We're asking them to adapt while introducing more change. And then we wonder why people are exhausted. We need to rethink resilience. When employees are struggling, we often talk about resilience. Take your PTO, exercise, meditate, set boundaries, use the EAP. Those resources can absolutely be valuable, but they cannot indefinitely compensate for an unsustainable work environment. The World Health Organization identifies excessive workloads, understaffing, long hours, lack of control over workload, and insufficient support as potential risks to mental health at work. So workplace mental health cannot only be about helping people cope. Sometimes we have to look at the work itself. And I especially want younger professionals to hear this. You may want meaningful work. You want to grow, contribute, and build a career you're proud of. But you may also be looking at exhausted people around you and wondering, is this what success looks like? It doesn't have to. Resilience matters. There will be difficult seasons at work, deadlines, change, conflict, disappointment, uncertainty. But here's the distinction. Resilience is not the same thing as endless endurance. Resilience is our ability to adapt, recover, navigate uncertainty, and recognize when something is no longer sustainable. So, what can we do differently? If you're an employee and everything feels important, ask for clarity. Of everything on my plate right now, what matters most? And when another assignment comes your way, it's okay to ask, if I take this on, what should move down the priority list? That's not complaining. That's having a conversation about capacity. And if you're a manager, don't automatically pass pressure downstream. Help your team make trade-offs. What moves? What can wait? What can we simplify? What can we stop doing? And sometimes leadership means advocating upward. My team can deliver this. But if this becomes the priority, we need to decide what we're deprioritizing. And organizations need to ask the same question. Before adding another initiative, process, meeting, or responsibility, what are we willing to stop doing? Because everything we add consumes capacity somewhere. So here's the question I want to leave you with. What could you remove, simplify, or reprioritize to create more capacity for what actually matters? I'd love to hear your perspective in the comments. Are you feeling the pressure to constantly do more with less? And if you're a manager, how are you balancing organizational demands with the well-being of your team? If these are the kinds of conversations about work and leadership that matter to you, subscribe and join me for the next leadership shift. Until next time, take care of yourself and take care of the people you lead.